The Maltz Jupiter Theater presents Andrew Lloyd Webber's award-winning musical, Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
So one of the things, what excites me about doing Joseph is a couple of things. One, I get to direct and choreograph a huge, big musical. This is a blast for me. Every number is a different style, 50s, 20s, disco. So that's a big challenge and a delight for a choreographer. And then on top of that, as I mentioned, it's a family show and I'm all about family. I'm from a big Italian family. I'm the oldest of 6. And this kind of a story completely appeals to me. And so I feel very lucky to get to do it here at the Maltz. Go, 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 go! The music in Joseph is, of course, Andrew Lloyd Webber. And you're all familiar with Andrew Lloyd Webber, Phantom, Cats, all those famous shows. This is their very first show, and the music is a joyful explosion of their first creation together, and it's got everything. It's got pop, it's got rock, it's got ballads, it's got 1950s, it's got 1920s, and the first act ends with a giant disco number. It's hard not to love this music. Completely infectious and being sung like crazy by this very talented cast.
That is sweet hope they won't come true.
So what makes this show unique is that we have employed a 240-member children's choir. It's 30 kids a night for 8 shows a week. Each of the kids gets to perform 3 times. The show was written originally for a school choir, and in recent productions, the choir has been brought back to be a part of the ensemble.
Working with the children's chorus in Joseph is really fun because the kids bring a lot of energy and enthusiasm to the show, and they add kind of that extra excitement and energy to the story that we as the characters, kind of need. And so I think the audience is really going to enjoy seeing not only the people in the story, but also these important kids who are kind of watching it with them and experiencing it.
How do you teach 240 kids with limited rehearsal time? Because honestly, we don't have time to bring in that many kids. So what did we do? Today's generation, they learn everything off of a computer. They do everything via YouTube, and they learn their music by sticking their iPods in there. We built a website from scratch that teaches each child all the material they need to know. They started out by learning their music, which they listened to. We also printed sheet music on there. We gave them dance videos that they could watch. And we printed their contracts, their schedules, their costume requirements. Everything was done through distance learning, which is the new wave of the future as far as I'm concerned. And it completely worked. These kids came in on day 1 knowing every bit of their music. It was so impressive and so magical.
About how talented this cast is. In order to do Joseph, this kind of a show, you must be a complete triple threat, meaning you can sing and you can dance and you can act. And we've been lucky enough through a really huge audition process to come up with the people who really fit that bill. These are multi-talented singer, dancer, actors, and they get to stretch all those muscles all night, and it's very exciting to watch.
Yeah. There's over 100 costumes and there's so much color, so I think it's just a great show that everyone can enjoy.
Steph tells us of the dreams he's often has.
I think people should come see the show because it's big, fun, and colorful.
I think that people should come see Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat because there is something for everybody. There is literally like every style of number and dance and music that you can imagine in the show. And it's super colorful and there's tons of energy and it's so much fun. So if you want to have fun, come see Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Pharaoh is in the building!
If you have kids, bring them, but the adults will enjoy it just as much as the kids will. I promise, that's a solid promise.
My favorite part about working at the Maltz Jupiter Theater Company is the amazing company itself. They treat their performers so well. It's a great company to be a part of. They have a really great mission statement and they want to just produce really well done musicals that are Broadway caliber, and I think they do a really good job of that here. So